Welcome to the Arkham Files, an actual play Call of Cthulhu RPG podcast, featuring Seth Morrison as Tallahassee Turner.
Hey, Billy, let's run out in the forest together. That worked out for me really well last time.
Abel Morrison as Detective Billy McConnell.
You've seen what we've seen. That dead light, the butthole monster.
Donovan Ballard as Dr. Simeon Can't Stand Your Bits.
What in the world? Where did you find that?
Peter Morrison as Dominic Drunkard.
We did establish there's no flamethrower, which is a crying shame.
Sam Morrison as Major Frederick Aloysius Bakersfield.
As soon as the going gets tough, the Tallahassee gets going.
And I am your game master, the keeper of arcane lore, Alex Morrison. Now grab onto some dice and your sanity. Let's roll. Denny's Tavern is in complete chaos, with gunshots, gunfire going off at every corner, every window, every barricade at every window. There's somebody lined up firing out into the chaos outside, into the morass of creatures. Creatures slamming into walls, slamming into windows. Windows are shattering, glass is everywhere. John Drunkard and Billy McConnell, you both have just come in the front door a few moments ago, slamming it shut. Trying to push a barricade in the way, though most everything has already been made use. You had a barricade sitting off to the side that you're going to use to nail in front of it, which you are one of the tables that you are trying to press up against the door as this is happening, though it's difficult as the creature slamming into the door from outside, keeping it from holding still and knocking people back that are trying to hold the door shut. Tallahassee Turner, you are near the back door where you have set up your fuses. Dr. Simeon, where are you in this room?
So I'm by that window by the front door where people are kind of blasting out of.
Okay. So, Billy, when you guys came in, you threw Ike Watson down on the ground. Ezra took Delilah and Zachary back over into the corner, back by the bar, trying to keep them as far away from any of the doors or windows as possible, getting them to a safe place. So, what do you do? There are screeches from monsters outside.
So yeah, I get a clear view of the monsters by the front door that are trying to break in, and I want to cast the Smiting Blast of the Foul One.
Okay. So, you must be able to see the target. So, you can aim it towards one single target.
That's it?
Yeah.
Pick the biggest one.
I picked the biggest one.
The biggest one you can see.
You see a bunch of the adolescent-looking ones at the door, smashing into it, but out farther in the road, coming towards the door, also towards the other ones, is a massive creature that looks like the one that Dom Drunkard took down a moment ago. It's lumbering towards the front door as you're watching it come forward. It's about 11, 12 feet tall, incredibly muscular, smoother than smooth can be. This has to be one of the 4 adult creatures, or now 3 adult creatures.
4.
You're welcome.
Gracias, amigo.
So, Dr. Simeon Can't Stand Your Bits.
Let's do this.
All right. Okay, in order to cast the Smiting Blast of the Foul One, it is going to cost you 1d6 sanity points.
Whoa. Yep. Also, how many hours has it been since I did the Command of the Wizard? Has it been at least 1 hour? Because I know I gained it.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I'd say I'd give you an hour on that.
All right, so I'm still at 8 magic points.
You're at 9
1d6.
if it's been an hour. Oh, so
yeah, but I'm going to use 1 now, and I'm still at 8 then.
Right. So this is the first time you're casting this spell, so we're going to have to do the hard POW roll. But the thing is that So however many magic points you want to spend on this spell is going to increase the power of the spell.
So how many magic points? Oh, I'll use them all then.
Is it 1d6 every time you cast it? Or just the first?
Every time.
Dang.
Every time, yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, I'll just use all my magic points, which I have 8 or 9. So
Yeah.
That determines
yeah.
how strong it's going to be.
Yeah, that determines how powerful this spell is going to be when you cast
Okay.
it. For those listening at home, for the way that these spells have worked out, I've given the players, they've learned these spells in their downtime, and I gave them limited information about what the spells actually do. I gave them a little bit of an overview, and then left it to when they actually cast the spell for the first time to understand the complete effect of it, which I thought was cooler, and I felt was more stayed in the spirit of the game of having these spells and these books that they're reading them out of being mysterious and really difficult to understand. So this is why we don't know exactly what the effects are going to be on this spell before he casts it. But he does know it is going to be some sort of powerful smiting blast.
Of a foul one.
I agree, it's cool. I loved finding out about my diamond skin.
Oh yeah, I forgot you still have diamond skin. You go stand by the door.
Yeah, so like when Tallahassee learned about it, he learned that this would in some way protect him, but didn't know exactly how up until he cast it for the first time. So, all right.
All right. So I just roll for sanity then. First, that's what we do.
Yes, but also something to bear in mind here, Dr. Simeon. If you fail your POW check on this, if you choose to push the roll, you will have to spend magic points to cast the spell over again.
So if I use them all, I just don't get to do it again.
Maybe
You
use
can
half.
do it. You can do it again, but any magic points that dip below once you get to 0 magic points, your magic then draws from your health.
Ooh, that's not cool.
Maybe just use half then.
All right, I'll use half. So I'll use 4.
Okay, so roll for your sanity. 1d6.
4 sanity loss. Well, that's cool. I got the money.
Okay.
56. I'm at 60 right now.
Okay. So, Doctor Can't Stand Your Bits. You begin chanting the words required for this spell, focusing, drawing in your will.
No. Is there words that I need to speak?
That works. All right, roll your POW. Roll your POW check. You need to get a 30 or below.
Can I spend luck on this?
I don't think so.
Well, double check, because I really want to spend luck if I fail.
Cannot spend luck on luck rolls, damage rolls, or sand rolls. So, I guess you can spend luck on this. I don't see why you wouldn't.
All right, sweet. All right, here I go.
All right. Well, I guess I'll give you the option. If there's the chance for spending luck, do you want to spend then more magic points? If you're just planning on burning your luck to succeed? Okay.
Yeah, and it's a
All
good
right.
thing we looked that up because I got an 81. But I have 87 hit points. Or not, luck. I got 87 luck still. So what is that? That's the 31.
What did you roll?
An 81.
You need to spend 51 luck.
You have to spend 51 luck to get down to 30.
Yep, let's do it.
Chance. You have another chance.
Or I could push the roll though, right?
Yeah, you can push the roll.
But if I push it, what does that mean again if I fail?
If you push the roll, you have to spend the magic points again, the sanity cost again. If you fail on the push roll, then you
can't spend luck on a pushed roll either.
That's true.
So if you fail the pushed roll, you can't then spend luck to succeed on that.
I just want to see what it's doing, and I got plenty, so all right. I spend 51 luck.
Okay.
Success! Yes! Nailed it. Oh, there's my 1. I just rolled a 1.
All right, so Dr. Simeon can't stand your bits. Forcing yourself to concentrate on this spell, forcing yourself to speak carefully over every syllable of the incantation, you do manage to get all the way through the spell without fumbling it. So at one point it seems like you might, but you push through and you're able to succeed. You feel the will go out of you, and you feel energy be pulled from your body, and you focus in on the huge creature that is rushing towards the front door of Denny's Tavern. And you feel this force explode out from you as you Kamehameha. You bring your arms back and you thrust them forward, shouting Hadouken.
Hey, I did that on mine.
As a bright, foul blast explodes out. Okay, so, alright, so Donovan, for every magic point you spent on this, you get to roll 2d10. So you spent 4. Yeah, so roll 8d10.
Give it up, give it up.
All right, here we go, boys. They're all zeros. No, so we got what is that, 9 or 6? 9, 7, 3, 3, 7, 8, 3, and a 6.
Did you get all that? He's dead.
Yeah, so what's that total?
46.
46?
Yeah.
46, that's what I got, yeah. Did it blast through a bunch of other guys, too?
No, it's focused on one creature. Okay, so this creature is pretty big. Alright, so as the blast shoots out towards the enormous creature that is barreling towards the front door, it makes contact with it, and what it has to do is make a con roll versus the power of the spell that you rolled. So if it fails on this con roll, the blast will knock it unconscious.
That is foul.
It is foul. Okay, so as you're watching, Dr. Simeon can't stand your bits. You see this shimmery haze, almost like a beef haze, as it flows out from the window, some sort of foul blast that careens, just rockets across the expanse between you and the enormous creature, a huge shark-faced monster. And you can, in some way, kind of see this haze as it blasts into the creature, and you see, as it makes contact with it, the eyes roll back in its head, and its knees just drop out from under it as it skids into the ground and face plants right into the dirt and cobblestone in front of Denny's Tavern, as it drops cold to the ground and skids a few feet before coming to a stop. And there it lays, not moving.
Yeah, the boy Simmy.
Hadouken!
Okay. Simeon. Yeah.
Yes. Go for it.
You have effectively neutralized one of these adult monsters outside of the building.
So how long is it out for? Is it out permanently, or is it just...
It's unconscious until it wakes up.
Alright, I rip open the front door and I spray it with flaming napalm.
Flaming death.
So you rip open the front door, toppling the two adolescent creatures that were leaning up against it directly on top of yourself. You guys see Dominic say, "It's time for barbecue," as he opens the door and is immediately devoured as the creatures fall on top.
So I wanna really make the creatures mad. So I look through the window. I scream at them. You guys want to play head shoulders? Oh wait.
You can only play knees and toes.
And they get super pissed.
Okay, whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
Can we just start
go again?
blasting, man? So I started blasting.
So I started blasting.
So I just started blasting.
Someone's got to start shooting.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm wondering whose turn it is.
Okay. Also at this point, off in the distance, a little ways, you guys hear another roar outside that is larger and deeper, louder than any one that you have heard before.
That's not a good sound.
Well, it's the symbol one. Simba. It's Smoothie Zero.
I crapped my pants again.
All right, so there's a cacophony of noise of slamming, breaking glass, splintering wood all around you. So you see the people around you. They're shooting out the windows. Dom Drunkard, what do you do?
I run up to one of the windows. I jam the muzzle of my flamethrower into the outside. So if the window isn't broken, I break it with the muzzle of the flamethrower, and I just spray flamethrower out on all of the smoothies.
Okay, you were by the front door, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, so you are jamming your flamethrower through the cracks in the barricade on the side of the door, and you're spraying your flamethrower out into the front. Just a good old-fashioned spray and pray.
Yep.
To see if hopefully you can hit something. Okay, roll your flamethrower, and you're gonna roll with a penalty die since you are just spraying indiscriminately out the window.
Well, I mean, aren't there a lot of them out there? Isn't there a good chance I'm gonna hit
True.
one?
All right, you'll go point blank too, so that'll negate your penalty die.
All right, guys. Wish me luck. I need 25.
There are two directly in front of the door. You can see three more of the small ones kind of running around in front that look like they're also coming towards the door and to the windows where you guys are at.
Frickin' A, man. How many of these things are there? Jeez.
We calculated 40-something.
It is hard. It's hard to get a good count of them, but there's still quite a few of them all around.
Peter, you're fired.
Literally.
I just rolled a 98.
Oh my gosh! You just exploded everything in there.
3 luck.
You can't luck your way out of a fumble.
No, you can't. Okay, so that's a fumble, Dom Drunkard. Not only is that a fumble, but that's in the malfunction range for the weapon that you're holding. So Dom, as you reach the barrel, the muzzle of the flamethrower out the door, you begin to start pulling the trigger, and fire begins to spray. And just as you do that, though, one of the adolescent creatures banging up against the door sees the barrel of the flamethrower, and it reaches over and slashes its claw right across the edge of it, smashing it against the frame of the door, bending the barrel of the flamethrower, and causing a leak out the side. Flames begin to spray all over the place, indiscriminately up the side of the building, up the walls, climbing up the barrel of the flamethrower towards you.
Well, it's been fun, gentlemen.
Dom Drinkard, what do you do?
He shouts, I regret nothing.
Yeah, I definitely chuck the flamethrower as quickly as I can. And try to get away with it. Or from it.
Okay, so you drop it there by the front door. What do you... All right, and start stumbling back away from the front door as the fire begins to coat the outside of Denny's Tavern. The walls begin going up quickly from the blast of the flamethrower. Everybody get to the roof!
Get to the roof of a burning building.
Well, I mean, you want to get away from the burning building, but it's surrounded by smoothies. So...
I shoot Dom in the leg.
Man. Oh, geez, guys. That was real big.
Who gave Dom a flamethrower?
Who gave Dom anything?
Hey, he used it to stop a monster in his track a minute ago.
Barely.
Goodman Gray.
All right, you guys see... some of you see Dom stumbling back away from the front door as he's yelling, and you see fire spreading up the outside of the building as it looks like the tavern is starting to go up in flames.
Way to go, Dom.
It's not even the smoothies that kill everyone, it's Dom.
Bakersfield is the only one that survives.
This is how it ends.
Bakersfield is gonna arrive to see just the entire town in flames, and he's just gonna, like, change direction and fly off.
Oh man, Alex had this great ending.
It's a good thing you guys all said your goodbyes.
Alex knew deep down inside that flamethrower was the end of us all.
Oh, wow. That's why he gave it to us.
Pretty
It's
hard
like, yeah.
and fast.
Yeah, you can definitely have a flamethrower.
Okay,
Smiting blast of the Fallon and put the fire out.
I think it's time for the deadlight, guys.
All right, you see the door smashing. It's starting to light up. The creatures outside are smashing into it. They're backing away from the flames as it's coming up the outside of the building.
You're welcome, guys.
They don't seem to like the fire. Some of them are on fire. A few of them that were nearby, the fire has splashed onto them. Dom, at least roll 2d6 here for me.
Yes!
After this is all over, the only thing I can say is at least I didn't start the fire.
How does that
I got
sound?
5 total.
I didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the fire, but that's not true. I did start the fire.
It was just a defective flamethrower.
How many do I still got here? Okay, I'm gonna make a few dice rolls here.
Where is the deadlight, anyways?
Tallahassee had it.
It's on the bar.
On the bar.
Why are you rolling 20 times?
That's how many of us are gonna die.
It's got that many smoothies.
What in the world, dude?
Yeah,
Stop.
you're kind of making us nervous here.
He's got to roll damage for that many smoothies.
One man.
Stop, please.
Put it on loop.
He just recorded himself on loop. All right, Keeper. Do we just quit now?
Okay,
Did you roll 20 times?
just about, yeah.
Holy.
Dude.
Okay, so there are just impacts on impacts smashing up against the walls. One of the barricades on the north side of the across the windows breaks in, and a creature comes in through the window halfway, arm outstretched, and it rips the throat out of the man that was posted at that window trying to fire out of it as he drops to the ground in a spray of blood. Another creature pressing in around it, also trying to get in the building. And one of the windows at the front of the building It smashes it in. One of the smaller infant creatures is able to crawl through the space that is made as it is making its way into the inside of Denny's Tavern. A creature reaches its arm through and takes out another one of the defenders that is standing nearby one of the windows as his gun is dropped to the ground. Windows are shattering. The doors are splintering as the siege of the monsters is pressing in closer and closer. And if from the sounds of it, of everywhere, you are now surrounded. Okay, Tallahassee Turner, what do you do?
Come on, Diamond Skin.
How long did it take for that last dynamite to explode?
I don't know, a few seconds. Oh, the one from outside?
Yeah, in the trap.
I don't know. It was a pretty long fuse, so probably like, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Okay, so they're pretty far away.
90 seconds, minute and a half, yeah.
All right. And is all of our team, all of our group down in the main floor?
Yeah.
All right. Also, sorry, I just want to make sure I understand my surroundings. The door that I'm standing by at the very back of the tavern, behind the bar, are there smoothies trying to break through that one?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Also, Tallahassee, will you make a luck roll for me?
Do I have to?
Yes.
I got a 67 out of 88.
Okay.
You have 88 luck?
Yep.
Oh, crap.
Okay, Tallahassee, what do you do?
I'm gonna light the fuse and tell me if I can do all these things. But I want to light the fuse and then I want to pull the rope of my contingency plan, and then and then I want to turn towards the inside of the tavern and start shooting.
So I will let you pull the rope, and if you want to then turn, do you want to try and move anywhere in the building? Just start shooting. What do you want to do? I would let you get maybe one shot off, since I'm assuming you're kind of standing here holding that rope.
Yeah.
It's a pretty quick action.
Alright. I was trying to think of a way for us to get out of here, because our defenses are pretty much screwed. But alright, yeah, I pulled the rope.
Could you guys jump out a second story window onto the box truck?
You could light it and pull the rope. You could light the fuse and pull the rope if you wanted to. You could do maybe two of those things.
Alright. Yeah, I want to light the fuse and pull the rope and then shout to everybody, let's get upstairs.
Okay, and then you're trying to go where?
I like the idea of us going upstairs and trying to jump out a window onto the box truck.
Okay. Alright. So Tallahassee Turner pulls a rope that he's had led through the back of one of the little murder holes you guys carved in the back of the building. Though none of you really know what this rope leads to outside. You knew that he planted dynamite out there in the fuses, but this rope leads to something that none of you guys are quite sure what. And Tallahassee, you light a fuse and you yell out to all of your comrades in the building.
I lit the dynamite and I pulled this rope. The deadlight's buried out there, out in the bushes.
What?
I just released it outside.
What?
Make like a tree and get upstairs.
What did you do that?
When I was setting up the booby traps.
Booby traps.
Yeah, that's what I said when I was setting up the booby traps.
A shock and a chill runs through all of you as those words settle in, and you realize that Tallahassee Turner has just released the deadlight.
Get Ike and... Where's Ike?
Hey, that's why I brought Ike along. Let's
Bring Ike upstairs.
Come on, let's start the check.
No, we got to get Ike up with us.
Billy McConnell, you hear Tallahassee Turner yelled at. What do you do?
So I'm kind of close-ish to the front door,
Yeah.
and yeah, I turn around and I, give him a little heart pump, point at him, and then I grab Ike and I start dragging him, and I'm like, "Here's our sacrifice."
Okay, where are you going?
Headed towards the stairs.
Okay. All right. Everybody else just looks kind of confused. They do not know what a deadlight is. Though most of them are making their way away from that front door that is currently on fire, away from the tank of the flamethrower that is discarded on the ground near the flames licking up the side of the building. Everybody is yelling, moving towards the back of the building as they're looking at the fire spreading.
Oh, man.
They're taking some shots.
Did any genius think to grab the tank? Nobody? Percy?
I think Dom just like shook it off him because it was getting on fire, and then like
Yeah, it's
ran.
just chilling over by the door.
By the fire.
Stop rolling. I don't think we're gonna make it out of this, guys. We're exploding.
All these rolls
We're exploding
say to
half
me-
of the building.
Alex is determined.
All right, so as they're moving back, Goodman or several of Goodman Gray's men are able to get some shots off at some of the creatures coming through the windows, shooting at one of the. They take out one of the small infant creatures and manage to put that one down. They shoot another one. You see. Two shots are focused on one of the adolescent ones reaching in the windows, and it drops back out of sight as everybody's falling back, moving, trying to get towards the stairs. Dr. Simeon,
Yes.
what do you do?
I Molotov Goodman Gray and his men. And I help
Okay.
I help Billy take our sacrifice.
Okay. All right. So you throw a Molotov. Roll a throw. Roll.
Are you really Molotoving Goodman Gray?
Yeah, isn't that the idea? Kill the bad guys?
Well, they're our friends right now.
You might want to wait to kill them until after the smoothies are dealt with.
All right. Maybe I should throw a Molotov at the front of the building since it's already on fire. Is that the main area where the smoothies are coming in, Alex? Is the front door?
They're just kind of smashing through the windows all over. There's one that smashed through the window up on the north side. There's the windows up in the front of the building are partially broken in. Small ones crawled through there, but that
I
one
would
got
say
shot.
try to clear the path to the second floor if there's anything coming in over there so that we can actually go up there.
Well, I think it is clear. There's no windows over there by the stairs. There's the back door. Is there anything coming through? Is there any visible hands or anything popping through the back door?
Not yet, but the back door is not looking good.
All right, well, then I'm just going to help Billy take the sacrifice upstairs then.
What about the woman
Okay.
and the child?
They're fine.
Yeah, Ezra's grabbing them and moving towards the staircase. All right, so Dr. Simeon, you race over, you grab the other side of Ike Watson with Billy McConnell as you both start moving as quickly as you possibly can towards the staircase, hoping to get upstairs away from your quickly faltering defenses down here on the first floor. And as you're doing that, as more creatures are starting to press their way in through the windows, Percival Warthrop steps up behind you, between you and the window, as he racks the bolt back on his Tommy gun and unloads on all the creatures that are currently trying to break in through the window on the east side of the building.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Tommy gun, dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the last one going up the stairs. So I have my 45 drawn, and I'm making sure everybody
What
gets
is
up.
the deadlight doing? Is it attacking any smoothies yet?
Your 45 and your cavalry saber.
Yeah.
Okay, and Percival opens fire, firing bursts of automatic fire into those front windows as he's falling back. You hear him shouting as he does so. There's kind of a manic gleam in his eye as he's doing this. And he says, you hear him shout this out, and he says, "Fate. I don't believe in fate. It will not be the control of me. Whether I live or die here will be because of what I do." This is punctuated by blasts of automatic 45 caliber machine gun rounds as they are blasting towards the front of the building. He says, "Whether I live here or die, it will not be because of fate. And I swear by all the sound and fury within me, at least my enemies will remember my name. My name is William James Henry."
I thought it was Percy.
Yeah.
As he unloads his drum magazine and all the creatures attempting to blast through the windows in the front, you see several of them dropping out of sight as they are riddled with machine gun fire. You guys...
The freaking deadlight's out. Oh, it's amazing.
It better go. That thing better go after smoothies and not just humans.
Yeah, he's gonna go kill all the town people who didn't escape.
Oh, look. A woman and her child.
You guys run upstairs and you see Delilah's like,
All right, you guys hear another one of those incredibly loud, deep roars echoing from outside. It's probably most likely out in the street nearby, out in the front east side of the building. Everybody's moving back towards the stairs. You see Goodman Gray as he looks at one of the creatures in the window and he points his hand. It looks like he mumbles a few things under his breath, and one of the creatures just drops out of sight from the window as he's moving back with you guys towards the front of the building. His men are now congregating, are gathering around him as they're moving towards the back of the building. All right, Dom Drinkard, what are you doing?
I'm running towards the stairs. Is there anything coming through the back door?
pull out your backup flamethrower.
And kill us all.
No,
Again.
not yet. But the back door is beginning to splinter.
Okay, I'm going to. So, presumably there are smoothies pushing on the back. Trying
Yes,
to
there
get
are impacts. You hear the splintering of the back door from the impacts of smoothies in the back.
Okay, as I'm running towards the stairs, I'm gonna pull out my Colt M1911 and I'm gonna shoot through the back door.
Okay. How many shots?
I'm assuming I gotta take a penalty die because I'm firing blindly, right?
Yes.
So what should I do? Should I do 3 and have 2 penalty dies, or should I shoot 1 and have 1 penalty die?
You got 65, right? That's pretty decent. Yeah, but you are Pete.
Yeah.
I'd do 3.
All right, let's keep this. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's make quick decisions.
All right.
The building is on fire.
3
Monsters
shots
are
through the
breaking
back
in.
door. 3 shots through the
Okay.
back door.
All right, 2 penalty die. Roll them.
Miss with the first one.
Okay.
Miss with the second shot.
Come on, payday.
Missed by how much? You want to spend line?
I hit with the third shot. Yeah.
Okay. All right, sweet. Roll the damage.
All right, 1d10 plus 2.
Tallahassee, what do you have left on your diamond skin, BT Dubs?
I have 31.
11.
Nice. Yeah, there we go.
11?
Yeah, I rolled a
Jeez.
9 plus 2.
All right. You fire 3 shots into the back door. With the last shot, you hear a shriek of pain from a creature behind the door. So, Dom, and you keep moving towards the stairs?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, as you guys are all moving, you're hearing all these fists and claws smashing up against windows, doors, walls. The front door appears to begin to buckle as the flames are eating it away. The whole front of the building is going up quickly. Okay. All right, as you guys are all racing in, more pieces of the barricades smash out of the windows to the north and the front of the building, or on both the windows on the north side of the building. The rest of the barricades come down, and 2 of the small creatures begin pouring inside, climbing in, snarling, teeth flashing as they claw their way in through those windows in the building. The ones at the front appear to have gone calm for a minute as Percy's machine gun fire appears to have pushed them back. That back door, though, does splinter and break and swings partially open. Tallahassee Turner, what do you do?
I'm gonna go shoot through the back door at the one that's coming through.
Okay. As you move towards the back door, one of the adolescent creatures begins pressing its way in, looking at you, snarling, its black eye looking around for prey within inside this delicious beef-filled room. All right, what do you do, Tallahassee?
All right, is the smoothie exposed?
It's exposed.
I'm gonna shoot it in the smoothie with my 45. Thrice.
Okay. All right. Roll. You're at point blank, so that's going to negate your penalty die on your handgun.
So just straight roll with, or 1 penalty.
Yeah, straight roll.
All right, I got a 50 on my firearm handgun.
This creature, by the way, already seems to have a bullet hole in it.
61. That's a fail.
Okay.
13. That's a hit. And 76. That's a miss.
Okay. What'd you roll on yours, Pete? 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to spend any luck on any of those?
Can I spend luck?
All right.
On a shot, yeah.
So you got 1 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot. I thought I couldn't spend luck for some reason. So can I spend 11 luck on that first one then? And hit it twice?
Yeah, if you want.
Alright. That takes me down to 77 luck. And, okay. My damage is 45.
It's 1d10 plus 2.
Oh, yeah. 1.
So it took off 3.
So 3 and 8.
So 13.
So 13.
13? Okay, 13.
Good thing you spent luck.
Okay. Yeah. You swing around Tallahassee Turner, firing 2 shots point blank into this thing. Along with the other shot that it's already taken, you blast it back and it drops out of sight, twitching on the ground.
And I say, no diamonds for dinner tonight.
Tallahassee Turner, as you are looking out this back door, a little ways in the distance towards a tree where you remembered some squirrels exploding.
Yep.
You see one of the other adolescent creatures, and it's just kind of standing over there near the tree, and it seems to be kind of almost looking up towards the sky, arms splayed out to the side as it's just shaking back and forth.
Yes.
And a cold white light begins to pour out of its mouth as its skin and flesh begins to burn away. As you see the deadlight unleashed begin burning through the creatures outside, eating away at those monsters.
And I say hello to my little friend.
The deadlight like a smoothie.
As soon as that one burns and drops, you see it immediately whip towards another one. almost in a frenzy, as if there's so much flesh, there is so much to be devoured nearby that it almost doesn't know what to do.
What have I done?
But it moves with purpose directly towards the next creature and plunges into its wide open mouth, almost as if it was waiting to receive it. And it freezes, halts, and begins to shake. Billy McConnell, what do you do?
Give me a quick rundown of where people are at, so I know
I'm helping you bring Ike up and
where
bumping him.
everybody's like located as I'm dragging Ike and looking around.
I'm with you.
Okay. Goodman Gray and his group are kind of on the north side of the building, or they're moving down. They're getting... Actually, no, they were... they're beginning to move up the stairs.
Okay, so they're over here.
His
stairs.
group. Yeah. You don't see Mayor Marsh anywhere, and you guys can't remember the last time you saw him. The same with Ezekiel Dawkins, the constable.
Shoot, we forgot.
There are various townsfolk that are still trying to do battle, but they're falling back. There are bodies on the floor. A bunch of them have been taken down, cut open, bleeding. One of them has been ripped out the window. So you see Robert Morgan. He's back behind the bar. He's got a drink in one hand and his Colt in the other hand.
And where did Ezra and Delilah?
Ezra and Delilah are he's got them down to the stairwell also. They're moving past Tallahassee Turner as we speak.
Okay, where's the nearest creature I can actually visibly see?
There are two of the small ones that have crawled most of the way through the windows up on the north side of the building. And yeah, those are the closest ones.
Okay, on the north side. Alright, and who is closest to the door and do a little ping thing like where they're at exactly? The front door.
Who's closest to the front door?
Yeah. Is there anybody really over?
You and Dr. Simeon at this point.
Okay.
Wasn't Tallahassee bringing up the rear?
No, he's
over by
Tallahassee's back here by the back door. He's back in the bar.
I'm glaring out the back, just
Okay.
enjoying the view.
So I pause for a sec, take all this in, turn and shoot 3 times at one of the adolescent creatures coming through the north windows.
Okay. One of the baby sharks.
Baby shark, baby smoothie.
All right. Okay. Roll it with a penalty die.
Okay, give me some
you want my
penalty.
dice?
I don't like Peter's die. Ours are married. Okay. 96. That was my own die, so.
Whoops.
Gosh, my same dice. Come on, you piece of crap. 81. Wasted. I'm gonna use some luck because my firearms are 75, so I'll use 6 luck on that last shot.
Okay.
Okay, so.
So 1d10 plus 2.
Yeah, 8 total. 8 total
8?
damage.
Okay. All right. You make contact. Your bullet strikes into one of them as it's on the floor. Chunks of flesh spray off of it. Blood sprays, but it doesn't go down.
And then I just keep heading towards the stairs.
Okay. Goodman Gray and his group are heading up the stairs. Tallahassee, as you're standing at that back door, 2 of the infant creatures come smashing into the door, plowing in, trying to devour you, Tallahassee Turner. Mm-hmm. So one of them jumps in at you, comes in with a biting brawl
Heyo.
at you, big mouth open, attempting to bite down on your arm. on your single action army as it's extended out to the door. The other one swings at you with a claw. What would you like to do with the first attack, Tallahassee?
Can I fight back with my cavalry saber?
Yes, you can.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stab it in the smoothie.
Okay.
So everywhere?
Chop its body off.
Yeah.
Nothing left will be just a smoothie.
I got a 41. It's success. Out of 50.
Nice.
Okay. Alright. The first one rolled a 19.
Yeah.
So you swing in with your cavalry saber, but you're not quite quick enough as its huge jaws clamp down on your arm. Right over the top of your hand that's holding your Colt. And it does 4 damage as it clamps down over your arm. You feel pressure again, but you don't feel any pain as the little monster's huge shark teeth just grind against your diamond skin, but do not break it. You see this kind of oily ripple sheen ripple up in a wave from the impact. Alright, and the second creature is coming in to swipe at you with its claws. Do you want to fight back or dodge?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight back again.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to swing my saber at it. And whatever the most vulnerable spot is that is available to me, either the smoothie or the eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
61, I fail.
What's your cavalry?
I'm using fighting brawl, right? Yeah, so my fighting brawl is 50. I got a 61.
You have 77 luck. You can spend 11 more.
Can I spend luck?
Yeah, you can spend luck.
Okie dokie.
I guess you guys have been saving it this whole time, so...
Yeah, I guess I'll
Figures
spend
now or
11 luck to get a success. I'm down to 66.
Okay. It swings at you, and just as it looks like it's going to connect, the force of the creature that is clamped down on your arm actually pulls you, luckily, just out of the way of its swiping claw and leaves it open for your cavalry saber to come swinging in from the side, connecting just under its armpit / the side of its mouth.
And I say, ha
All right, roll your damage.
I don't have it down in my weapons. I don't know what damage is.
Okay, it's a 1d8 plus 1 plus your damage bonus, which I don't think you have a damage bonus, so just 1d8 plus 1.
Come on, diamond skin. 6.
7.
That's not bad.
So
7 damage?
yeah,
Why,
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
why do I get a 7?
because it's +1.
Okay, so the saber actually has +1 damage bonus.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Simeon,
Yo.
what do you do?
So yeah, how far do we get with Ike?
You guys are dragging him over, so you are getting close to the bar. You're almost to the stairs.
Okay. So where is the closest smoothie to me?
The closest ones are on the other side of Tallahassee Turner that are trying to bite on him, or there are 2 up at the north side of the building that are coming through the windows.
I'm gonna do a command of the wizard on one of them.
They have to be able to understand you.
I know, but we don't know if they can or not. I'm thinking Good McGray is doing that to them.
I am being eaten by 2 smoothies.
I think he controlled the one with the symbols.
The one that Good McGray pointed at, did it have symbols on it?
Not that you could see. It just looked like one of the smaller ones.
I'm gonna say, get these off me!
So yeah, I'm gonna
Getting eaten.
do a command of the wizard at one that's latched onto Tallahassee,
Okay, yeah, you can try Command of the Wizard.
and I have to do a good hard pow on this since I failed it last time.
No, you don't have to do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so spend your, you spend 1 magic point, you spend 1 sanity point.
Yep. I just roll pow now.
Yeah, so roll a POW check.
34. Thank heavens.
Out of 61.
Yeah.
Okay, it failed its POW check. So what do you command it? What do you say?
Attack your nearest smoothie brother.
Okay, so you look towards the creature that's clamped down on Tallahassee's arm, and you push your will into it as you cast the spell towards it. You shatter through its defenses into its mind, but it is incapable of understanding the words that you have spoken to it. And so, though the spell was successful, it does not take effect because it can't comprehend the command that you have given it. But I want you to roll 1d10.
8.
All right, add 8 points onto your POW.
Jeez.
Nice. 69.
All right, you guys are getting over to the bottom of the stairs with Ike Watson as you guys are dragging him up. And that brings us down to the bottom of the round. So as this happens, just as you are all getting to the back of the building, you're seeing townsfolk that are dropping down. The creatures that have come through the front of the north side of the building, the windows, the two ones, they both fall on a couple of the townsmen that are standing nearby. You see Abraham Harvey, the general store owner, who's been stumbling backwards, go down underneath one of the infant-sized monsters as it clamps down over his shoulder and over his midsection, cutting into his chest as he screams and goes down under the weight of the creature. As the other one then also pounces on top of Abraham Harvey and begins devouring him with the other infant creature next to him. So after that happens, you look over at that, you see that. It's a disturbing sight. But at that moment, as the front of the building is burning and beginning to collapse, the entire side of that building, or the entire side of the building of Denny's Tavern by that front door, explodes inwards with shrapnel of wood, shattering glass, as a monster, a creature, the size of which that you never would have expected, comes barreling through that side of the building, crashing through, crushing it in like tissue paper as it explodes in. Looking at this creature, you realize that this one is the Alpha. Carved into its body are runic symbols all over, leading up its arms, its legs, down around its chest. It's hunched over as it shatters into the building. Even with these high vaulted ceilings, the back of the creature is pressed up against it, as it is probably a good 15 to 16 feet tall, at least 5 feet wide, with arms as big around as tree trunks. As it crashes in, looks around at the carnage around, with saliva dripping out of its enormous, shark teeth-filled maw. Teeth like jagged fence posts, as the saliva drips to the ground. It unleashes a monumental roar that shakes all of you to the core. I'm going to need you all to make a sanity check.
Howdy, y'all. This is Tallahassee Turner. I play Seth Morrison in real life. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Arkham Files. If you like what you heard, please leave us a 5-star review and share the show with your friends. Make sure to check us out on patreon.com/The Arkham Files. There, you can get all kinds of bonuses. if you sign up and support the favorite show that you have. Thanks again for being an Arkham Files listener.